week 2 of the 2022 season. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaunt alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Giants in our ball game here. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Watson's throws taken in by Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st and 10, Watson. That completes it again to Metcalf. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's got room. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got it. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the gut, Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Down to about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. This will go to Henry out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Fournette once more on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Throwing again on second down. Watson. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down throw. Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Watson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A 10-play drive that time. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Complete. This is Lewis. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On play action, Lawrence. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and the 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. Blankenship's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Watson on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Watson. He's got him in, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, an 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put it in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence to throw.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On first down, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Watson.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. Got a man open, it's Sutton.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To the air yet again, Watson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Watson looks to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
It was interesting when we talked to them prior to the game. They told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased.
Now a hit and a loose football. And who's got it? The Giants! So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Giants, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
On first down, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Fournette running out of the gun.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now Watson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A chance for Waddle on the return. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Watson on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Second down, back to Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
from the 39. Lawrence. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Henry up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Touchdown, Panthers. Deebo Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And now out come the Giants. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. On second down, here's Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now it's Watson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Fournette once more on second down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Faking the give. Now Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Lawrence. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Lawrence to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Locates Mooney on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. They'll get this out wide to Scott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this
one is incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Off of play action, it's Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and goal.
Lawrence.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Paris Campbell,
a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
takes it at the 7.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.